Hey, what's going on guys? Mark back in the workshop on Mark's Aquatics. Nice little video today for you guys. If you're looking for a new little lamp, this little guy here is absolutely packed to the gunnels with special little effects and all kinds of stuff. It's the Fluval Aquasky. Absolutely beautifully little designed slimline lamp, all fully LEDs. Like I said, nice slim line, nice matte black finish to it, aluminium heatsink casing, nice thick acrylic cover that goes over the front of it. It's got telescopic legs that pull out either side for varying sizes of tanks. Now this is the 25 watt version. They come in various sizes, lengths and wattages, but this one is the 25 watt. It goes from 3,000 right up to 25,000 K, which is Kelvin rating. It's good for salt water and fresh water, and we're going to give it a go on the shrimp tank. Now this is a fully waterproof system, so if you do accidentally drop it into your tank and it does submerge, it's not going to do it any harm whatsoever. I've done that with plenty of my old lamps over the years. Accidentally dropped them in the water and they've been ruined, and you're panicking trying to quickly rush about, turn things off, and but with this you're not going to have that problem at all. It comes with a couple of upgrades there. We'll chat about those in a minute, but first of all I think what we've got to do is get into how this little chap works. Now what you've got to do is you've got to, I'm going to put it here over the side, and I've just got my phone and my little baby tripod there. Now I'll bring you closer in a minute. Seriously, little bright lights, when they're on, when you just first turn them on, they go on to their full power. Okay guys, right, I'll plug it in now and it's going to go to its full power, which is 3,500 Kelvin rating. As you can see, that's seriously bright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this just over and place it on top of the box so you can see what's going on. Now then, what you've got to do when you first plug this in, turn it on, go on to Play Store, where you want to find the Fluval Smart application. You've got to download that, okay? I'm going to have to try and set myself up here because I can show you this now on my camera which I'm filming on, and I normally film on my phone, which is this, but I've got my Canon out today and have a play with that, so this will probably go a little bit out of focus and it'll focus on the camera. So what you've got to do is you've got to download the Fluval Smart app first. It's from Play Store, which is free. Okay, then you get into there, and then what you'll see is when you turn it on, it'll ask you if you want to allow it to open Bluetooth on your phone. So you press yes, and it'll take you through to this section here, and on the screen there you can see the series of numbers that comes up. Aquasky 835mm, and that will be, well, it won't be the same numbers because that's this one. Sorry for a bit out of focus here. Okay, so you tap on that and it will link itself then via Bluetooth, and you will get the remote control, which these used to come with separately, but now it's all on your phone, and so you haven't got to worry about that anymore, which is brilliant. And what you can do is you can go through these series of programs. Now this is the auto part of it with the remote control, okay? So what you can do is you can just press the orange and you'll see it'll go to orange, okay? Blue, that's the Moby colour, the white, yellow and blue, and you've got all the different intensities where you can go up if you want it higher or lower on these buttons here, okay? Position like 1, program 2, 3 and 4, and then what we've got is the moonlights, different moonlight set in there, so you can literally just click on whatever. Sorry if it keeps going out of focus, I'm not used to using this camera at the moment guys, so bear with me. And that's basically, you've got all the different, you can have sun and cloud, so it will mimic clouds coming over. and you'll get a little bit where it will go past, it'll dim, and then it'll go off again by itself. You've got lightning storms, which if you press that, you see the lightning storms start. Now these are all preset, so if you want to just impress your mates when they come around and they say, oh, let me have a look and see what this is like, you can just press one of these preset buttons and it'll give it that instant effect straight away. Okay, as it's going along there, and they look absolutely amazing in the tank. So I've had it in the tank. We'll put it in the shrimp tank in a while, and I'll show you the underwater as well. But basically, this is what you've got to do. And you've got all these preset things there, and you've got that one there, which will take it back to all the multicolours, and then you can adjust the rate of what you want and what power you want. But if you go to manual, it'll take you through to another setting, okay, which has got the sunrise, daylight, sunset and night lights. Okay, now this is a graph here. If I click on sunrise, you've got all those numbers there underneath, all the day, the hours of the day through there. Now I've preset this for 7 o'clock coming on, so it'll come on at 7 o'clock and it'll slowly ramp up to 8 o'clock. Okay, and then you press save, and then it'll go through to your daylight hours, which is this graph here. Now you can mess around with all what you want. You've got your red spectrum, your green spectrum, your blue and your whites. So you can manipulate these to whatever you like and whatever makes all your plants or your shrimps or your fish really pop. You can adjust these colours perfectly to how you want them throughout the daylight hours. Okay, super easy to use. So if you want them all right up, you can just put them all right up and that'll give you full intensity on each LED little chip in there. Or if you want to just take the red right out, you can. The green likewise, the white all the way out, you can. Now it's not moving anything on there as such because this is how you want to program it, and when you save it, it will change to that. Okay, so I'm going to have it, the red quite high, say, the green there, say the blue there, and the white is full strength. And then we save it, and then you'll see the light change to the settings that you've put in. Now we go to the sunset. Okay, now I've put on from 9 o'clock. That's going to slowly start ramping down until 10 o'clock when them lights will shut off. And then we've got the night light, which is cancelled out, the red, the green and the blue, and you're only left, sorry, with the red, the green and the white, the blue is left on. And if you want to have a little moonlight in the evening, you can set it to whatever you want intensity. I've left it at 4%, and then you can save that, and then that will just say that's preset everything then to how you want it. You can see on the graph there what percentage you're using, and I think they're absolutely amazing for the price. I think this one retails at about £95, and it is well worth the money. It really is. I'm going to put this tripod down a minute because my arms are aching. Now I'm going to leave that there for you so you can see that as well, how that's on there. So it's super easy to use, guys, it really is. You can adjust what you want, or like I say, if you want to go back to the manual mode and your friends come around and you say, oh, let's show me that lightning effect, Mark, I can just click that like so, which is a double lightning fork coming out of a cloud, which is obviously going to mean it's more lightning strikes per minute, down to 1, then a bit of sun, so it'll glow up nice and sunny, and then it'll drop down dull, and then you'll get a burst. Or you can mimic the clouds. Like I say, it's endless. It's endless the amount of combinations you can program into this. Just sit down, go through it, and enjoy yourself. And I think they're fabulous little lights. Now, back in the day when I was doing my corals, a lamp light I paid around, I think it was around nearly £500 for one of my units, which I run in my shrimp room at the moment. But I'm now going to swap it over from that and put this little chap in there, and this one is going to be running in the shrimp room. I've already put it in there. Absolutely amazing colour spectrum and colour on the plants. It really does make the plants pop, where the other ones didn't, because they were more of a white They never had the red spectrum and the green spectrum in those. Some of the other ones that you could have got back then did have. They started bringing them in, the Vegas from AI Sol and other brands bought the multicolored spectrum LEDs in, so they were working pretty good. But these for 95 quid, and the par ratings that you've got with these on 25,000k close to a coral, you'll fry it. They're that intense, these lights. They really are. Like I said, other good points about them, they're waterproof. You've got endless colour variations on them. You can change those to whatever you like. If you get bored with it one week, you can go over and think, oh, I just fancy it coming on a bit earlier, a bit later. It's a quick little dial around on here. I'll just put that on the white again. So we got that. You got 3,500 to 25,000 Kelvin rating on there as well, as I said. So you can go right up. Brilliant for salt water as well if you want to grow coral. It's going to grow your corals no trouble at all. Some of the high-end SPS corals, which is small stony polyp corals, are going to suffer with lower light. I don't think this is going to it'll have to be quite close to grow your top-end hard corals, like, you know, staghorn corals and stuff of that nature. But any of the LPS, which is the large stony polyp corals, like your frog spawn corals, your torch corals, stuff of that nature, going to grow them no trouble at all. They're going to thrive in amongst these conditions, and some of the colour spectrums that you can program into this will really make those pop in that blue actinic light in the evening time. It's got a couple of these little fittings as well, which is pretty cool. Now I'll put this to one side. Now then, with this lamp, now if you've got an old unit, an old T5 unit or a T8 unit, I think these are more the T8s, they're a bit bigger, the old strip lights, what this does, guys, what you do is you get that, clip that onto there, clip that into there like so, super easy to use, and then you've got the extension. You do the same on the other end, and what you do is then you plug that straight into where your tube would have gone. So, you know, you got the end of your tube with the two spikes coming out there for your electrodes coming out. You basically, because this is all plastic, nothing's going to happen, no electricity's going to flow through it because it's blank and there's no pins to go into the holes to make it live, so it's perfectly safe. That slots into there, same the other end. You've got the distance on both sides of the rails to get it right, so you can literally fit this into an old housing. So if your old tank has got an old lid with an old one of these in, you can take that strip light out and replace it with one of these newfangled lights, and you've got yourself a brand new kit, and you haven't got to mess around with the hoods of your tanks or anything like that, which I find is that's such a clever little idea, it really is. So you've got that option, so you can turn your old lamps into new Bluetooth LED ones, or you've got this little gadget here, which, right guys, what you do is that will clips on there the same. So now if you've got a tank, you can stick that on the sides to hold it up that way as well, so you've got extra suckers that can't fall through. Really good suckers, that's not going to fall in the water, and don't forget, if it does, the system is completely waterproof anyway, so you've got that as well. And then it easily you just pull that off, slide it down like I just showed you. See, slide it down into there, and then you push in, and that's done. So you got another way apart from the normal fittings there, which obviously just hook over the edge of your rimless tank if you've got a rimless tank, and you can do that as well. So it really is a versatile little lamp. I'm really taken with it. I think it's magic. I know I got it for free, but I tell you what, now I've had one of these, I'm definitely going to buy another couple of these for the shrimp room, because of the I can keep my running costs right down now because of those other big lamps. They're over 100 and I think 130 to 140 watt a piece, and that's a lot more than 25 watts. So I'm using 3 of those. It's less than one of those, if you see what I mean, one of the other lamps. And the bulbs in these, believe it or not, are good for 50,000 hours, so you can't go wrong with that. That means, sort of, I'll give you an example, if the lights are left on for 24 hours a day, if I left that lamp on now for 24 hours a day, it'd stay lit for just over 5 years of constant use. Over 5 years. Now if I give it an 18 hour per day, it'll last up to 11 years, just over 11 years. That's just a little example on how long those last. So well worth your money. And obviously it's from Fluval, so they've got a good backup service and everything else, so if anything goes wrong, you've got your warranty there, you've got everything else. And excellent little lights, they really are. And like I said, they're absolutely so easy to use, guys. They really are. Like I say, from your manual there to your auto there, it's just one little touch. Super easy to link up to your phone. You've got your sunrise, daylight, sunset, night light, pre-programmed, whatever you like in there, and it'll do it for you. Dramatic effects as well. We go into dramatic effects, we can enable that there, okay, and then you've got a timer. So if you want, you've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, okay. If you want lightning to come on, you put your time in there, gives you your time, you put in, say, from 3 o'clock, whatever, to, on that one, you move that around with your finger, you see, to what time you want. So we could say 6 o'clock, oh, sorry about that, there you are, that's 6:30, and we can click to there, and we can have 6, and we can OK that. Bring that one around, say OK that. So it's on between 3:15 and 6:30. You can have thunderstorms on if you like. If you want that, you can enable it. Save that. Now that is programmed in, load successful, it says on there, which is brilliant. I really do like these little lamps. Really taken with them. They've managed to pack so much into that, and it's unreal. And once it's programmed and saved, it'll run its routine whether your phone's there or not in the house. No matter whether you're linked up or you're not linked up to Bluetooth, it's all programmed inside into the chip inside there. And what it's supposed to do and what you've told it to do, it'll carry on doing that regardless until you want to change it. So in all, it's a big thumbs up from me for this review. Really do like it. Now I think what we'll do is we'll go into the shrimp room and we'll try it on the tank in there. Right, okay guys, we're in the shrimp room now, and you're looking at the shrimp tank right in front of you. Now then, I've got these AI sols which are up here, which as you can see give off a very, very blue, glary look to the tank. Not very, very nice at all. So but they do grow plants well, but they don't give off a really nice spectrum of light, I find, and they don't show the plants up at their best. So what I'm going to do now is I've got the other lamp here. Okay, I've plugged it in and I'm just resting it on top. Yeah, there's a good test for your waterproofness. Dropped it straight in there. Right, trying to do too many things here. Anyway, right, so we've got it on top of there now. Now what I've got to do is juggle everything and all my cameras around at once. I'll turn that one off, and look at that, what a difference. That is absolutely lovely. That is some of the shrimp there as well, we can go and have a look at. Some of those cherries that we bought the other day, a couple have dropped their babies. They're lurking around in there, but I'm on the other camera at the moment, so it's not as good for getting in close, this one. Not with the big lens that I've got on it. You can see the odd bloodworm skipping around in there. I fed my my full zebra pleco. All the other guys are hiding in their pots in there. But what a lovely light it gives you. Absolutely amazing. Now then, if I go back in and juggle this around again, put it into auto, and I can just press the orange, and there you go, it's dropped it down to the orange colour, or the bluey mauve. Look at that blue colour, that's absolutely stunning, that is. It really does make the plants pop out. We've got the mauve colour, yellowy green, and like I said in the workshop before, guys, you've got so many colour combinations on here, it's unreal. I'll do you the lightning storm. Look at that. Sorry, shrimps. Wow, look at that. That's absolutely amazing. There's so much, they've packed so much into that, it's unreal. Lovely little lights. Put it on just back onto white, or you can have it mixed. But there we go. Absolutely stunning little lamps. Big thumbs up from me. I shall be getting 2 or 3 more of these, I think, for in here. I'll get one for Frank's tank. I'm going to get one for the Zebra's tank as well, because I can really manipulate those lights down low, because they don't like bright lights, so they're going to come in really handy in the workshop here, and in the shrimp room as well, in here. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in for that little Fluval little review. Absolutely amazing little lights, and if you've got a spare few quid, I suggest you go out and get one. Those little changes, you can put them in the old lamps, in the old housings, really do step up the game. Anyway, guys, as always, you're all stars. Look after yourselves, love you all, and I'll see you on the next edition of Mark's Aquatics. Take care, bye for now.
Just me and my guitar.